Okay, well, let's see. I am at Welch Village Trailhead. So it's a little break in the trail here. This is the Cannon River. And it's a little bit low, but it sure is pretty. Especially this section here, where it kind of meanders back and forth. I'm just working my way to Redwing right now. And I put the bike in Welch, which is way that way, about, I think I'm 3 or 4 miles down the trail right now. And I got my trike all loaded. I got an extra battery, because the original, the one that I have in there right now, it was about halfway gone. So the other battery is now for the return trip. I want to see how long I can run that one battery. So far I got 26 miles on it. We'll see how she goes. So it's looking pretty good. Beautiful trail. It is the first part of September here, so things are looking pretty green yet. And I guess I got to Redwing okay. So from Welch to Redwing, it's about 8.7 miles. And I think, I'm trying to think which highway this is that comes through. It might be 52. I'm not sure. Or 19. Anyway, I'm across from the highway. The trail, let me zoom back out. This section of trail is really rough. See that little cracky thing in front of me? Multiply that times 100. That's what the rest of the trail's like. So I'm going to be heading back now to Welch and get my car and get loaded up and hit the road. So today I'm only going to end up putting about 17 miles on, so no big deal. But I kind of want to see what kind of distance I can go with this battery. I don't know as of yet. Well, this is called the Cannon River Bottoms. I don't know if you can see that. There. And there's a little viewing area here. And it looks like it's a field of weeds. So this is kind of a low spot here, I guess. And it's full of this stuff. Oh, some blackberries. Oh, that's something. So, we'll continue on. Now here's something. This tree, it kind of tipped sideways, but it created an arch right across the trail. If that isn't kind of cute. You don't see that every day. So here's another shot of the river. And as you can see, a few trees floated down here with the early spring floods. So there's quite a bit of debris in the old river here. It's very shallow. I'd say you can pretty much walk across it. It's about a foot deep maybe, at most 2 feet. So this time of year, you know, it's not usually, it's not unusual to have it perfectly dry. So still cruising right along here. This part of the trail is pretty nice. This section's real good. The beginning and the end were pretty bad. This section's actually quite good. And I am going uphill, but it's very slight. So not a lot of effort yet. So this is one of the many bridges across the river here. And this is just 1.5 miles outside of Welch right here. And they have this nice little parky thing set up here. The Bell Creek Watershed. So that's pretty interesting. Reading material. Let's go check to see if there's any critters in there. A few wildflowers. Headbanger. Well, let's see what we can see. I see no trouts at all. Nope. Kind of a pretty little area though. So we'll mosey on back up the trail and continue our quest. They got a nice little fire pit here. So you can come out here in the evening, have a little fire. It's kind of a nice little park. Very pretty in here. They do have a trout in here because of the sign, but I haven't spotted any. They're hard to see though. I'd say right there would be the spot. Well, move right on. So far, I still have battery down to 1 dot out of 4, so we'll see if we can make her the last mile. I guess we gotta get some video of the riding the trail part, which is kind of fun. I get to drive one hand and carry the camera in my other hand, but it's working out. I got a recumbent bicycle in front of me, a two-wheeler. And if I recall, this portion of the trail gets kind of rough. But this is right before the village, right before Welch. And I got 1 mile exactly to go. So we should see the trailhead center should be coming up here pretty soon, I would guess. I think I have to cross the main road here that comes out of, or kind of goes through Welch. This is a real popular spot for motorcycles because it's a real curvy, scenic road. You know, we like them curvy, scenic things. Same thing with bicycles though. So this road leads right into Welch. And if you go the other way, it goes, I think it hits Highway 19. So you can go into Northfield or you can go into Redwing. And Welch Village is right up ahead here, which is actually the ski resort. And I'll, when I get into clear, I'll show you the ski hills. It's a rather hilly spot right here. So this is the winter fun land for skiers. Downhill skiers. And then the trail is good for cross country. So that's kind of handy dandy. You know, I keep getting my fingers in front of the camera lens here. I'll switch hands, that seems to work better. I can see the trailhead up ahead, or trailhead up ahead. That makes sense. Oh no, that's the parking area for the entrance and parking area for the ski resort. We'll be going by it in just a second. Be here on the left. You can see the, I think that's the maintenance building. Let's see what we got going on over here. Yeah, I think this is the maintenance building where they keep the plows and the snow making machines and that kind of thing. The groomers, I guess I'd call them. And up at the stop sign here, we will check out the ski slopes. So you can see them up in the hill there. There's the chairlift. there's a couple back there. So this whole area is for winter skiing. And it is established in 1965 in America. There you got her. Everything you wanted to know about skiing in general. So there's a lift over there. There's things all over here for skiing. So that's kind of nice. So move on to the end of the trail here. There, I'll switch hands. See if I can do this without putting my clumsy fingers on the lens. Well, I tell you what, even if the battery goes dead now, I'm not switching batteries. I can pedal the last couple hundred feet, I think. Yeah, this part of the road is a little bit bumpy. It seems to me that a lot of these trails, if they're exposed to sunlight, they seem to fall apart a little bit better. That probably has to do with frost and the warming and cooling and that was a vibrating patch there. It's a Sunday, so it's fairly busy. The parking lot was full. And when I get back to the car, I have to show you the hidden gem, which I did not know existed till I got here. And I am quite thrilled. So I'll share that when we get to the car. So you can see the buildings coming up. Mile 10. So we're about maybe 1,000 feet. I had the option of doing this or watching football. And I like watching football, but you can do that on rainy days and when the winter hits. Our time is limited on this stuff. Alright, we're here. Welch Station. Hi. Oh, my little blue car is parked over here. We'll go cross country here. And look at that. Free car charging. I can't believe it. Isn't that nice? Yeah, it's free. I think it's level 1, not too sure. Well, this is interesting. This is in Welch, and I'm just west of there, about, I don't know, a couple hundred feet. And it looks like it's kind of a log cabin thing. Right there. If that isn't something. It looks more antique from the other side. But, yeah, that's a point of interest, I guess we'd call that. I got here about noon. It's about 4:30. I'm just finishing up, getting ready to go. But if you look in front of me here, they have EV parking only here and free charging. There is a donation box over there, so I did donate some money, but I'm guessing I probably used maybe $2 worth of charging here, gained 60 miles. So that's pretty nice. I was going to stop and maybe charge up a little bit on the way home, and I don't have to now. I got 135 miles of range, so I should be good to go. So it's a nice afternoon. The temperature was perfect. It had to be about 68 degrees, 67. And I don't know, I didn't detect any wind on the trail. So I'm just pulling out of the parking lot here. Quite busy out here. This is a busy spot, I guess. And as I mentioned, or on the conditions, the trail itself is pretty good. The bit by, I would stop a couple miles before Redwing and turn around if I did it again, because that part of the trail is not good. It was pretty rough. But this last stretch here between Welch and Cannon Falls is really nice. Very few bad spots. And this section here from Welch Village Ski Resort and even a couple miles, 4 or 5 miles past it is very nice. I don't know what this is going to be like in fall. If these trees really get much color to them. You got to have maples and oaks to get the reds and the orange and that. These will probably be all yellow. And as I mentioned on the trail, I'm going by the ski resort here. So I imagine wintertime this is quite busy also. But this is a really nice motorcycle road I'm on here. It's curvy and kind of hilly. And I did see quite a few bikes out here today. It's a nice fall day. And we're going to get some warm weather now, so should be pretty nice. So I'm going to head for the hills here and call it a day. I got this e-bike, e-trike. Well, it was a trike and then I converted it right after the 4th of July. So in 2 months I've put on 285 miles. Now my fat tire bike, which I had for 5 years, I put on about 500 miles in 5 years. So 100 miles a year. And I'm actually doing 100 miles a month. Actually a little more than that. Which tells you how much more I like this Tadpole Trike than I did the fat tire bike. Mainly wrist and buttocks. These things are so comfortable compared to that. The only thing is it does ride a little rough. It's real sensitive to the cracks in the trail. That's why I say the trail is kind of rough. It's probably rough for me, maybe not for other people, because their bikes are better suited for the terrain. So that's okay. Maybe next year what I'm going to do is get myself a nice fat tire Tadpole bike. And that way I can run, maybe 20 PSI or 18 PSI in the tires and have the excellent seat. It'll be the perfect machine for going down the trails. So we'll see what I can come up with. I see every once in a while one for sale. They're a little bit pricier. I don't want to spend a lot of money on one. I think most of them are going for about $1,500. I'd just soon see if I can get one for about $6,000 and then convert it, and then I'd have something. So we'll play it by ear. So anyway, I'm going to button up here because I'm just driving down the road, heading home. So I have really nothing more to say, except it was just a marvelous day, and I'm glad I did this in lieu of watching football, because I think I really need to enjoy this outside weather while it exists. So we'll talk to you later.